On a day like this, when we go back in history and we look at some of our religious ancestors, and Pope Leo is definitely one of them, from 461, it could give us an appreciation of our history as a church, an appreciation of the historicity and longevity of our founding fathers, apostles, fathers of the church, doctors of the church, and what we call popes. So today we look at a pope. They used to be called, all bishops used to be called Papa, but in the time of Saint Leo, the title of the Papa of Rome got solidified, and he became the Pope, and no other person was called the Pope. A little bit of trivia, but it's interesting in our history as a dynamic church to know that our roots have various surprises. There's a TV program on every Tuesday, and I know Jerry watches it, something about ancestry. I don't know the whole title of it, but it traces the roots of particular people, famous people, actors, politicians, and they come on, and the guest, the host, traces their roots back sometimes many centuries, and the person whose roots they're tracing is always surprised to say, oh, I didn't know my ancestors were this or that, leaders or slaves or kings or whatever they were. And it gives us an appreciation as we're watching this program how people, us, have roots, and how our roots have formed who we are eventually. And the same thing goes with our church. Our roots, traced back, of course, to Jesus Christ and the apostles, tells us who we are. And by the 400s, we have a Papa, a leader, a bishop of Rome, who was a tough guy. He was tough, he was intelligent, and he combined the faith in Scripture with the faith lived. He combined the mission of understanding Christ theologically with understanding life as Christians and the appreciation that we should have for each person. He focused on the poor, a great deal on the poor. As he interpreted the Scriptures, Christ always went to those on the outskirts and gave them special attention. But also, he was a politician. Not like politicians today, not that I want to demean them, but he was a politician who politically invested in the church and its authority on earth. He wrote a document that sort of gives us a foundation of a lot of what we believe about Christ and the church. It's part of a tome, a tome that he wrote. And the tome focused on Jesus Christ, God, Jesus Christ, man, and what he called, and the term we still use, is the hypostatic union, the union of the God and the humanity of Jesus Christ. And that's who we worship even today. Now, did the Scriptures reveal that? Yes. Did faith reveal that? Yes. But as we grow as a church, we realize we need certain points of history to stop, look, and listen to what we believe.